What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and for this episode we are going over the Marvel Legends X-Men Angel brought to you by Hasbro. And the reason that I got this figure, guys, is that first of all, it is Angel, one of the original 5 X-Men. Second of all, it's them wings. It does look like Hasbro has done it right. I mean, they look big, they look majestic, they look grand, like Angel is supposed to be. Now we're gonna see if that indeed is the case once we go through the package. And speaking of the package, guys, like I said, them wings are grand, big, majestic, so you do need a bigger package in order to fit him. There is a clear window showing off the Angel figure and his wings, as well as the accessories. X-Men, Marvel's Angel right there, warning Hasbro, Marvel Legends series at the top, and to the tippy top we got a good old X. To the bottom, barcode and legalities and all of that. To the left hand side we got some nice artwork of Angel, and to the right hand side there is that same nice artwork. But this time when we go to the back, there is different artwork, and I want to point out, guys, that everything that needs to be laminated in the package is laminated, so it does have a good feel to it. Over to the side right here is a nice little synopsis / origin story of Angel. Right there, there is attention warnings, Marvel, and a Hasbro logo. But now that we went through the package and everything, let's open it up and check out the figure. Now, before getting into detail with this Angel figure, guys, I wanted to point something out about the package, and that's that the artwork in the back is not the same costume. I mean, you know, the red's kind of mismatched, but the biggest difference is that the white here ends somewhere around his belly button. Meanwhile, on the action figure, it continues all the way to his legs. Now, the artwork on the sides could be the same costume, I don't know, because the box cuts it off. I just thought that was weird, and would have been better if they included some other kind of artwork and all of that. Anyway, when it comes to Angel's height, he does stand at about 6¼ inches to 6½, you know, around that range, counting the hair and all of that. Now, for the accessories, he only got a pair of alternate hands, guys, which is appreciated, I guess. Alternate hands, I mean, what else could you give him and stuff? Maybe more hands. But he also comes with this alternate head, and this is where I got a problem with. I mean, it's not a bad head sculpt per se, you know, it got an alright smile and everything. My gripe is that the nasolabial folds right here look like they kind of connect with his mask. So it makes it appear like his face is kind of fake, you know, like he got a mask, a human mask on top of his mask. It just looks very funny. And I would have preferred, you know, like, it's not a bad head sculpt like I'm saying. It's just those hard edges mixed with them nasolabial folds that makes it look funny. So perhaps it would have been better if they would have made, you know, the smiling version on this kind of a mask, since it doesn't have quite as hard of an edge, instead of this one, and make this more serious face in this mask, since he got like a peak right there between the eyes, so it would have made his frown look a bit better, a bit more menacing. Yeah, I think that would have been a lot better because, yeah, like I said, it looks like they're connecting. He got a bit of a rosy hue to his cheeks, so that doesn't help much. There is no wash to the hair, but it's nicely sculpted. Yeah. I'm disappointed with this head, guys. Basically is what I'm saying. I'm going to keep it with this head. Now, when it comes to the wings over here, it is kind of like a beige, almost pearl kind of a color with a heavy white dry brush. And look at the strands of the feathers. I do like how all of that came out. There's 3 sections, so you could open it and close it where you know, most want it and stuff in order to come out with your poses. Also, it plugs into the figure, so when you plug it in, it's gonna have swivel and hinge action. Yeah, but let's take it off right now, just so that we could go into more detail with this Angel figure. But I really do like that. I really do like that a lot, guys. And there's also like a slight curvature when you're looking at it through the back, so it makes him look more like a, you know, like a bird's wing. In the back, the heavy dry brush keeps going. Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not mad with how these wings came out. And you guys saw Once it's on the figure, it seems to be working properly. But now for the Angel figure, I got gripes, guys. I got real gripes. First of all, is that white. I mean, it's a complete mismatch and it stands out so bad. Yeah, you know, the ones on his inner thighs don't stand out that much because there's shadow in between there. But when it comes to his arms, that does not match his torso. And this does not match the glove. So this does not match the boot. Yeah, it's just, it stands out so bad because it's such a plain figure. It's just white and red, you know? And that halo, which thankfully does look good. Yeah. I mean, the white is straight enough for what it is. But it just, yeah, it just stands out so wrong. Anyway, as you guys saw, the other head sculpt with this head sculpt, he does have a different mask. And I don't mind this one at all. This one is the one, like I said, I'm going to keep it with because it does look kind of good. It got a bit of color right there on his lips. Some blue eyes. And the hair got a nice sculpt. I do feel like it's a bit cartoony though, you know? A little more sculpt on it or a wash would have helped bring it out. But overall, I'm not mad with the head. Now, when it comes to articulation, he does got a ball and a hinge up there that makes him look up like that. Down like that. He does got a little bit tiny bit of tilt. And you do get rotation. Now, shoulders allows him to go above T-pose, so that's awesome. Full 360. There is no butterfly joints, but there is a bicep cut that works just fine. Double jointed pinless elbows, and that work just fine also, but it's a bit ugly. Anyway, wrist got a swivel and a hinge. Ab crunch gets him pretty good forward, but a problem again is with that cavity right there. Now back gets him pretty far back, but again, that cavity, which is like, what the heck? Anyway, there is a waist twist right there, waist swivel. You could split this much. Kick forward. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much straight. Back just a tad. There is a thigh cut. Double jointed. Pinless. Kind of stuck knees. Let's go with the other leg. Yeah, there we go. That gets you pretty great range, to tell you the truth, considering that he does kind of got bulky legs. So that's all right. You do get a boot cut that works fine, but yeah, it just looks ugly when you consider the costume. Ankles go up like this. Back just a little bit, not much at all. Sorry guys, just a little bit, not much at all because of that heel. And you do get pivot. Yeah, like, you know, I love the wings, guys. The articulation isn't too horrible, but the difference in whites, so distracting. Also, his feet are kind of on the large side. Anyway, now that we went through the Angel figure, let's go with some comparisons with other Marvel Legends. And our first comparison will be with Apocalypse. I mean, as many of you guys know, Angel right here served a time as Archangel, Horseman of Death for Apocalypse. You know, he lost his wings and Apocalypse gave him metal ones. Anyway, I'm not doing a whole origin story. I just want to do some comparisons. And over here to the right is the Marvel Legends Retro Card Apocalypse. Over to the left is the Marvel Select version of Apocalypse. Now, the Marvel Select version obviously got a bit of height on him, a bit of size and all of that. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because Apocalypse can change his height size at will. Now, over to the right, this Marvel Legends one is a bit better, you know, in order to take pictures and all of that. But I still don't think either one is a bad look. And here I just wanted to compare him with some of his original X-Men team members. And since this is a retro costume, guys, I mean, it closely resembles his X-Factor costume. I opted to go with the X-Factor Cyclops right there on the right. And on the left, we got the Marvel Girl / Jean Grey from the House of X-Wave. Now, she looks good side by side to him. Over here, Cyclops though does not look quite as good. I mean, he would have benefited with a little extra height. That being said, I do want to see a re-release of this Cyclops, as well as an X-Factor version of Angel now that we got the wings. And keeping on with the original X-Men team members, we got the retro card Blue Beast right there on the left. And over to the right, now I don't got a, 616 continuity Marvel Legends Iceman, but I do got this Age of Apocalypse one. And side by side with Angel, it doesn't really work, guys. He does stand a bit tall. Beast stands a bit tall too, but come on, it's Beast. It works. Now, I do got a more, continuity-based Iceman with this Marvel Select one, but yeah, it just doesn't work, guys. Anyway, let's head into the next comparison. And in this one, we got him with a couple of X-Men 90s animated series VHS box sets with Cyclops right there on the left and Wolverine on the right. It looks good. Scaling wise, I do like this. I like the height with him and Cyclops. I like the height with him and Wolverine. The overall look, I don't mind it with Cyclops. Wolverine, just a tad. Our final comparison will be a bit unconventional because I don't got the Hasbro Marvel Legends Archangel, but I do got this Toy Biz one. And comparing the figures, guys, is unfair. I mean, this figure is over 15 years old and all of that. However, I wanted to compare the wings. And I couldn't even put it on this Archangel because he just kept falling over. But I do got them over here. And I just wanted to point out, guys, that although this is over 15 years old, there's still some nice detail and all of that. Mine's is a bit very messed up, but a little paint job will pretty much make that brand new. However, as you guys see, the wingspan is pretty much the same. So if you guys do got the old Toy Biz Archangel and you want to, do some modifications in order to try to fit him on this, I think it'll be a good look. So in conclusion, I am a bit iffy about this Angel figure, guys. I mean, there is stuff that I like the wings. The wings are awesome. They pose great. They look great with that heavy dry brush bringing out the details. But then there's the figure. And the mismatch on whites is so distracting. The alternate head that it comes with, it just looks funny with the nasolabial folds and the corners of the mask. And the feet are pretty large, making landing poses from when he's flying a bit unnatural. That being said, it's an Angel figure, but it's still higher cost than an average Marvel Legends. If you guys are interested in it, I will leave a link down in the descriptions. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe because all of that stuff helps out the channel. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.